Yes, now we're live. We're live. Welcome to the Red Report. We're back again. The usual suspects, the regulars are here, Anthony and Anthony. Hope you two are well. We've got a few topics to talk about tonight, but I think that this Anthony, wanted to say something about some news that's just happened.
Oh yeah, well, it was just breaking news that pinged up and that, and if anybody was into wrestling, obviously the late great Hulk Hogan passed away at 71. When I heard the news, I messaged McManus. He was in a queue. It Costco's waiting for ages. He said he must probably be watching this. And listen, I had him on the thing. He's fucking devastated. He's crying. It was his hero growing up, Hulk Hogan, and I'll be honest with you, if anybody hasn't subscribed to McManus' channel, make sure you do. He's actually changed the name of his channel now. It's no longer McManus Gaming. He's got rid of the gaming and he's replaced it with McManus Knitting. It's now a knitting channel. It's not a gaming channel. It's a knitting channel. All right. So he's in Costco. He's walking around trying to find a yellow and red T-shirt with knitting rules on it. I said you might have a hard time finding that, but
anyway, yeah. God bless Hulk Hogan. I mean, I remember watching him in the 80s, growing up and watching the wrestling. I've got a new channel that I've just started as well. McManus is in the chat. Big up, McManus. How you doing, sir? The McManus Gaming. I've got a new channel. I've called it Lee Albert Unfiltered. I'm just reacting to all breaking news that's happening. It's not only football, it's everything. And I did do a little short on that on the Hulk Hogan news. I've done a little short earlier on today. I only started it today. 2 subscribers started it today. It's called Lee Albert Unfiltered, and I'm just going to react to or any news that's happening at our catch. I'm going to do it on the fly. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to react to it on the fly. Short form content at first until I build up the subscribers I need to do live stream, and I'll be doing live streams after that as well on that channel. But this is the football channel. This is the Arsenal Alliance, and we've got to crack on with the show.
Can you swear on that show, Lee? Can you swear? Can you say anything you want within reason?
Yeah, within reason, yeah.
Because it's filtered, and filtered means if it's unfiltered, it means anything goes. Anything
but it just means I'm just going to speak my mind, my opinion, and that's it. Obviously, I can't. There won't be no leading people up the garden path. Basically, there won't be no false news on there. I'll just react to what I'll watch the news channel. I'll catch a story, and then I'll react to it. Yeah. That's the idea behind it, the premise. And I think there's one on there.
That's scary, mate. That's scary.
There's one on there about prices. I'm not doing videos.
I'm going to subscribe to that.
I'm not going to do videos, because I want it unfiltered. So it's not going to be edited in any way. It's going to be short form content on my phone, and then when I can do the do the live streaming one, the live streaming side of it, it'll be done on my phone. The horizontal form live streaming, it'll all be done on my phone, so I can be outside, unfiltered reaction on the fly. Bang! I'll do a reaction to it on my phone. That's the premise of it. So let's just see what goes on from there. See how it goes. Lee Albert Unfiltered. Check it out. Subscribe to it. Have a look at the videos. Let's get it built up. We've also got another guest. We have got Lawrence is back with us again. How you doing, Lawrence?
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I'm still having problems with my phone, so the camera's not working. So
that's all right. You can keep that.
Yeah.
You can keep it to how you're doing it. We can hear you clearly. That's fine. So the first topic of today.
Yeah.
The biggest news to come out of Arsenal Football Club. Right, we've waited for it for ages. He's absolutely done his best himself, Gyokeres, to push the deal as far as he can. He's told Ruben Albarin, his ex-manager at United, I want to go to Arsenal. He's told Jose Mendes, is that his agent? I think it is Jose Mendes. told his agent, he's told Arsenal, he's told everybody else. Sporting Lisbon, he's told them all. He only wants Arsenal. He's not interested nowhere else. Taking a pay cut. The agents have took waived some kind of percentage of their fee. They've done everything they can to push the deal through. And finally, last night, it come through that everything's done. Everything's done. All the lawyers have looked over all the paperwork, fine-tooth comb, all the add-ons, all sorted out. Just barring failing the medical, which is imminent. Bar failing the medical, he'll be an Arsenal player, and he could possibly be in Singapore with the other boys. Played a blinder. I thought it was a blinding game. We'll talk about it after against AC Milan. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or was it before yesterday? I did watch it, to be fair. I watched it on Arsenal.com. So, yeah, I watched the game, and we'll talk about that when we come to that topic. But for now, I just want to get your opinions in the chat about finally Gyokeres is here. Let's start with you. Go on in, Anthony. We'll start with you.
No, mate, all I have to say is about time. We've been waiting for this for ages, you know, like, it's about time, mate, you know. A bit gutted now here that Isaac wants to leave and he's available or whatever, but if is there any truth in that, I'm not sure, but I think Gyokeres is going to be unbelievable for us, mate.
Yeah, we're going to talk about
it.
Luca in the chat. Luca talks Dons. MK Don vlogger, Arsenal fan as well. He's in the chat. He's happy about it. Let's go. He's mentioned about Isaac possibly going. We're going to talk about Isaac after. Gyokeres, I'm happy. Come on, you gooners. Yeah, we're going to talk about Isaac after. What would that mean for Arsenal? Is that going to... Anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. We're just going to talk about this for now. AFC always in the chat. Also, yeah, that's a good point, AFC always. Ozzy Osbourne also passed away. He passed away yesterday, was it?
He passed away yesterday, yeah.
Hope to say, rest in peace. Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath legend. Rest in peace to him as well. Anthony, Top Anthony. What's your thoughts on Gyokeres finally getting across the line?
Well, I'm going to say slightly different to this Anthony down here. He said it was about time. So the word I'm going to put in it is about fucking time. Right? That's the only thing that I'm going to say about that. I'll be honest with you, Lee. There's a few things that I just want to mention on this Gyokeres deal. First of all, this was the second striker that I wanted. This was number 2. My first one, as you know, I wanted Osimhen. And with him going to Galatasaray for 40 million euros, which is equivalent to 35 million pounds in our money, is that. But with Gyokeres, I mean, I'm not putting a downer on it. I'm glad we got him. The only Gyokeres thing that I can remember was obviously when he played in the Prem for Brighton, and I got to be honest with you, he was a bag of shit. And he went on loan to Swansea and Coventry. He had his best seasons. His last 2 seasons was over here for Coventry, where he scored. I think it was 25 league goals or something like that in the Championship, and then obviously went over to Sporting. But I mean, don't get me wrong. He was ripping it up in that league, but you look at it. And I still say it to this day. You look at the Portuguese league. You've only got 3 really good. No, hang on, hear me out. Honestly, hear me out, because it's a positive. It might be a little bit of a negative, but there is a positive at the end of it, right? So, I mean, Benfica, Porto, and Sporting are your main 3 teams in that league, right? So, the rest of them is whatever. I know he's done it. He scored goals in Champions League. He scored goals in that league. I just hope, because the only reason why I'm saying this is because I've seen other streams. People say this on other shows about with Gyokeres coming over and how's he going to adapt to the Arsenal play? And it's not just that; it's a striker that costs that money. And what it is basically on Gyokeres, is how many goals is he going to score for this season, right? So I personally think in my tally, if he scores 20 or 22 goals, I'm happy, because I've always said we needed that 20-goal striker, right? And that's what Arsenal needed. So there's a bit of falling out. Obviously, I think there was a falling out. People saying it might not. I don't think it's true. I personally think it was between Berta and Mikel Arteta. Arteta wanted Sesko, and Berta obviously wanted Gyokeres. So obviously Berta's got he's pulled that and managed to get that deal over the line. But on the other hand, people were saying about like Sesko. In all fairness, I know he didn't score many goals. It was like 14 league goals. But where he was so young, but listen, this is what people were saying. They said Arsenal may have been better off buying Sesko than Gyokeres. The only reason being, hang on, I'll tell you the reason why. This is what they were saying on the show. Reason being is, number one, it's not just for now, it's for the future. Yeah, because obviously he's 21 or 22, isn't he? So he's really young.
He's only 27. Still got 5 years in him.
I know, yeah. And also, what other people were saying as well was that Sesko actually plays in a better league, in the Bundesliga, than in the Portuguese league. That's but that I haven't said this, but I've heard other people say this on shows. So I thought I'll bring it over to hear what yours and Ant's opinions was on that.
Right, all right. So we butt that straight away with AFC Always' comment. Straight away, we butt that narrative. If the Portuguese league was that bad, how come no other striker is hit the same numbers as Gyokeres in that league?
No, I get that. I just say I haven't. This is not my opinion. I heard
I know.
On a few other things.
I get that, but listen, Bruno Fernandes. Come from Sporting Lisbon, come to Liverpool, smashed it. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Come on. They weren't saying that about them players, were they?
No. You're right. I literally said.
It's because it's Arsenal.
And I agree.
The other fans are hating on Arsenal, mate. They're hating.
See, sorry to interrupt, but I sort of agree with Lee. Because to be fair, if you can score 52 goals in a season in any league, mate, you've got to be some sort of player. That's in any league. Like you're talking about in the Spanish league and stuff like that, in the Bundles league, and no one ever does it. Like Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi might have done it in the Spanish league, but who else has scored goals like that? Mbappe don't even score goals like that. And he played in League One in France. You know what I mean? He's meant to be the best player in the world right now. Mate, to score 52 goals in any league in this world is outstanding achievement.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then you get people, we can't header, can use both feet, can't score goals with his head. All right. So what? We've got other players who can score goals with their head. We've got tall players, Moreno. We've got Havertz there. We've got Gabriel Magalhaes. We've got players who can score with their head. Oh, yeah. But a lot of his goals are penalties. If Saka missed a penalty, didn't miss his penalty, or Odegaard didn't miss their penalties last year, we might have beat West Ham and Man United. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a great attribute to have to your game as well. Putting the ball in the back of the net wherever you are, penalties, free kicks, whatever it is. Totally on transitions. When they win the ball back. That's because we're gonna change our style of play to suit that game. We're gonna be a bit more of a counter-attacking team. What's AC Milan versus Arsenal versus AC Milan yesterday? And it was we played a 4-2-3-1 formation, mate. We're getting ready for him.
That's what I want, a 4-2-3-1. I want Rice and Zubimendi as the double pivot in front of the defense.
We played that when Yeri started. Right, he had a fucking blinding game when Yeri.
He was unbelievable, mate. I see him. He was unbelievable.
We're going to talk about that in a minute, anyway. But I mean, let's just finish off with this Gyokeres business, and we'll go straight to that one. It's not in order. We'll go straight to that topic. But Gyokeres, I'm fucking buzzing. I'm buzzing for it.
I am as well, mate. To be fair,
I'm waiting for this. I know you wanted Ottoman. Anthony. I know you would have preferred to get Osimhen, but let me tell you this: we've got a prolific striker for the first time.
Yeah, we have. I just look.
It's up to Arteta, though, Anthony. To be fair, it is now up to Arteta to utilise him properly. Right?
Yeah, I just think he don't piss ball about with him.
Gyokeres will score the goals if he's used properly.
Yeah,
now it's Arteta to do that.
I hope Arteta don't piss ball about with him because it's like what I said. Arteta didn't want Gyokeres. I know what you're saying. That's a Berta deal, but we all know what Mikel Arteta's like. He's sulked and he throws his toys out the pram if he don't get his own way. We all know that as Arsenal fans. So I just hope he doesn't piss ball him about. That's all I'm saying, because it's not fair on a player, number one, that can score goals, right? And number two, the price of the transfer fee, that's slapped on his head now. So do you know what I'm saying? So I hope you don't piss ball about with him and say, oh, right, well, I'm going to play fucking Havertz, and you could just come in and do whatever it is, like, you know.
To be fair, though, sorry to cut you short, Anthony. To be fair, we paid fuck all for him.
Well,
we've paid fuck all.
In today's market of strikers,
in terms of striker, it's only like 65 million pounds.
Yeah,
it's only the same money as what we paid for
Havertz.
How much did we pay for Havertz? Was it that much?
75 million for Havertz.
No, it's 65.
I thought it was 75. I apologise. I thought it was 75.
What we paid. You know, we ain't paid fortunes for him. Isaac's going to cost, if he goes to Liverpool, excuse me, and we're going to talk about Isaac as well. That's going to cost them 120, 130.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be unbelievable.
And for their national team, Gyokeres is the main man. He's the one that plays through the middle. Isaac's pushed over to the left.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've got a better deal there. I know Isaac was Premier League proven. I get that. I understand that. But this gives us something. And if Isaac does go to Liverpool, then we've definitely got to do something about our left-hand side. But we're going to get onto that. Let's just read AFC. Always is coming. And then we'll talk about the Arsenal in AC Milan game. Only way Gyökeres doesn't score 25 league goals is down to Arteta. That's what we just said.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Gyökeres needs to stay around the 18-yard box. Yeah. Don't want to see Gyökeres drifting out left or. It does. I've watched a few things because I've been buzzing a bit about it. AFC always, and it does sometimes. It does drop deep. He doesn't always stay up top like Haaland would. Sometimes he does, but not often. He likes to pick the ball up, obviously stay on the shoulder of the last defender, if you get what I mean. That's when he comes in. So he stays on the shoulder of the last defender if they're playing a high line. And then he can spin them and he can play up the shoulder on the counter attack, and he's so fast. He's rapid, mate. He's rapid, and he ain't going to miss one-on-ones. Like Havertz. How many one-on-ones did Havertz miss? Like, he's not going to be missing them. You give him 2 chances, he'll score one of them. He'll score at least every 3 or 4 chances. He'll score 2 goals. You know what I mean? He's just prolific like that. His numbers speak for themselves, and his assists. He plays in. He does 1-2s and plays in other players. He's got like I think it's about 15 or 16 assists as well over the 2 seasons.
If he gets 18 goals this next season, but he gets 15, 16 assists, mate, you know what I mean? He's done his job for me. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's unbelievable. In my head, he's what we needed for ages. As I said to you, he's a player that plays like the old Ian Wright, Jermaine Defoe, and that's what we've needed for ages. We needed that fox in the box. That's a bit greedy. That's not going to pass it to another player when he's got that opportunity. How many times have you seen the Arsenal players have an opportunity for a clear shot and pass it backwards?
Gyokeres does create his own goals at times. Yeah, he is a little bit greedy, what Anthony was just saying. But he can do that. He can.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Just no way. No way. There won't be a chance. I don't believe this would happen. I don't believe Havertz will start at Old Trafford. I think we're going to get
Sure.
Gyökeres.
I won't put it past him, Lee. You know what this manager's like. We know what he's like. I know Anthony. He's like, you know, I don't know what Anthony's perspective is on him.
To be fair, look, I'll just say I'm happy with Arteta because I like it where he's got us now. He's got us playing back as we are at our best. But to be fair, he can't not. I can see it happening. I can see him starting Havertz and then putting Gyokeres on second half. I can see him doing it. But I hope not. He don't. I hope he don't. I really do. But we've got to drop that down to Havertz. We've got Havertz is the one that's got to be sitting on the bench, giving that different dynamic now, not him.
Right, let's bring Lawrence in. Let's let Lawrence. Lawrence is obviously having a bit of trouble with his internet or his phone or something. Let's bring him in. What do you finally think? What do you finally think, Lawrence?
Yeah, I'm sorry you keep breaking up. I just thought I'd try one more time. Yeah, I can barely hear what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me, you two?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
It must be your phone, Lawrence.
Yeah, sorry, it's not working. I'm hearing every other word that you say, and the beat keeps breaking up. So I don't know if it's the reception here at the hospital or if it's something in the connection to the feed, but you keep breaking up.
If he's in hospital, then yeah, it's shit.
I'm gonna wish you all a good afternoon.
All right, go on in.
I'll come back next week, mate.
All right.
Sorry
all right,
about
Lawrence. God bless, mate. Get well soon, bro.
I'm sorry about it.
Yeah,
mate.
Right. I'll see you there.
All right, let's have a look at this one. Question. Right, who's going to answer this? Let's go to Big Anthony. When I say Big Anthony, I mean this Anthony and Little Anthony. He's 6'4". How can he be Little Anthony?
He's going on the arms, man. He's going on the arms. Look,
I'll tell you what I do. I say old Anthony, old Anthony, and young Anthony. Right, so old Anthony can go first.
Hey, somebody called me that the other day. He called me an old see you next Tuesday. I said, oi, less of the old and more of the see you next Tuesday, please.
Yeah. Right, Braves, always. Let's answer this question. Let's go to you first, old Anthony. Should Arteta go to a 4-4-2 and have Havertz and Gyokeres up top?
I'm 50-50 with that. The only reason being, I get what you're saying, 4-4-2. But let's think about it. In this modern day of football, who plays formation 4-4-2?
When we drop back, Arsenal do. Yeah. When we lose the ball, we drop back into a 4-4-2.
We don't play 4-4-2. It's not 4-4-2. We play 4-3-3. And that is the formation that I totally hate. I don't like 4-3-3. I've always said that.
No, listen, you're not listening. I said, yeah, we did play a 4-3-3 last season. But when we lose the ball out of possession, when the other team have got the ball, we sit in a 4-4-2 block.
Yeah, but you're bound to do that because you're defending. But exactly. It's like what I said. But when you're defending, it's 4-4-2, and then when you're attacking, it goes back into that 4-3-3. I get what AFC always is saying because years ago that was my favourite formation, which it was. I've always loved the 4-4-2. But what I'm debating is nobody really plays the 4-4-2. That's what I'm saying. So when you watch the game and you look at the starting lineup and the formations where the players are playing, it's never a 4-4-2. It's either a 4-2-3-1, a 4-3-3, or that shit manager, Man United manager, it like playing the fucking European style. He likes playing 3-4-3. You know, that's the only ones that, you know, that's the only formations that I've seen. But I do get AFC always comments, and I'll be honest with you, 4-4-2. I was watching, I think Jez Jez actually said this the other night on a channel. I can't remember whose show he was on, but I caught a brief of it, and Jez said about 4-4-2 formation. And I got it, and I understand it, but it's like what I said. In today's football, nobody plays that 4-4-2 formation.
Okay. Anthony?
I agree, to be fair. The 4-4-2 is, as Lee says, more for me now, it's more of a defensive role. You see a lot of teams, when they drop back, they drop into a 4-4-2. It's an old style of playing football with a big striker and a little striker, hoof it up, knock it down, you know what I mean? It's an old sort of style of football. See, to be fair, I wanted to put something by his in there that Havertz on the left on the 4-3-3. Man City's done it a few times. They've always put Bernardo Silva in that sort of role, having a playmaker on the left rather than a speedster. And they've done it. Yeah, to be fair, I could see Havertz being the left winger.
Wow.
I reckon it'd be Madueke. I reckon it'd be Martinelli or Madueke because he can play both Madueke, can't he? Left and right.
Yeah, but that's why I think Madueke's more versatility. He's coming on the bench. If he can play left or right, he can go either whoever is going where. But I just think like he did with Trossard, I think once he even played Odegaard on the left. And I just don't get me wrong, I'm probably going to be wrong, but I've just got a feeling in my head that I've seen a few videos of Bayer Leverkusen when Kai Havertz played there, and he played on the left sometimes. So I'm just in my head, I just think that could be an option.
Yeah.
Is that? I can't read his name. Let me just have a quick look. Maritu. Maritu. Hopefully I said that right, and I ain't slaughtered your name, bro. Says I have 100% confidence that Gyokeres will score more than 20 goals for Arsenal this season. I'm a little bit. I'm optimistic about it as well, man. I'm buzzing. I'm seriously.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see him play for us. I can't fucking wait. I can't wait.
Right.
I'm excited about watching Arsenal again. I'm excited about. I mean, every week last week I was the boring football we had to put up with. It was driving me crazy. Right, Anthony Taylor crying when he wants to swap shirts with Gyokeres. Old Trafford hat trick. Anthony Taylor.
I think this Anthony will be crying if Gyokeres gets a hat trick. But actually, no, Lee will.
Yeah, of course I will.
Lee will. I know he's already been excited, Lee. I can see the top part. I can see the arm of his sofa, what he sat on there. There's a white stain on it already. I'm not saying what it is. But,
Right.
Madueke will be our new left winger. No way he has backup for Saka spending 52 million. I think he's just.
Versatility, you could back it up. To be fair.
Yeah.
Versatility, you could back it up.
I thought that this 4-4-2 format wouldn't work for our style of. You think it's 4-4-2 wouldn't work with style of play? The slow build up, that's got to change. That's got to change. The slow build up, backwards, sidewards, trying to play round defensive.
If you play 4-4-2, right? Now, when I played football, we played 4-4-2, and I played out on the right wing. And the common sense who was out on the wing would take the ball, run with the ball, and then cross the ball into the strikers. That was a winger's job years ago. So if Saka starts doing that, okay, fine. But his goal tally ratio, it might drop. Don't get me wrong, he didn't have a great goal tally last season. But do you know what I mean? As the main man, as in a player, we know Saka is quite capable of scoring 15 goals a season. Let's just say that, right? If we play 4-4-2, Saka won't get those many goals. That's fact.
Because if you're playing 4-4-2, he needs to cross it in for the players in the box. You play 4-4-2 to get players in the box. Yeah. You know, like you're right. What you're saying, instead of obviously now you've got the opportunity of having players in the box, or if no one's in the box, he can cut in and go do what he wants. But to be fair, 4-4-2, wingers take it to the byline and cross it in. That's it. If they're cutting it in from early, they're passing it to the centre mid. They're not. 4-4-2 is a crossing game.
Yeah,
it is. That's true. What I saw of Arsenal yesterday is the same football side, way. Well, listen, I'm going to rebut that. Mate. And we're going to talk about him as well. AFC always. When did AFC? Let me ask you a question. How much of the game did you see? Did you watch the whole game? Because let me tell you something. We was fantastic until Odegaard come on. When Odegaard come on from Ranieri, right?
I was waiting for that.
That's when everything started going backwards, sideways, and all shit. Ranieri was fantastic, right? He was brilliant. Saka was fucking brilliant. Martinelli wasn't so great. You know, you could tell a bit rusty. He weren't brilliant. Havertz had a decent game, to be fair. Started up top because you had Martinelli on the left, Saka on the right. You had Nwaneri in the 10. You had Havertz in front, and then the defense was the midfield. Sorry, you had in the double pivot. You had Rice and started with Norgard. And then Zubimendi replaced him, and Zubimendi looked wicked as well. Norgard was all right, and the defence was Ben White. Who was it? It was
Saliba and Calafiori.
Kiwior.
It was Ricardo
Calafiori. You're right.
Calafiori, and then Zinchenko on the left.
Yeah, as left back.
And
I think Calafiori was decent. He was decent.
Yeah.
He could play in both roles. They
played in a 4-2-3-1, and they was really, really good. As soon as Odegaard come on, put that fucking captain's armband on, it just went fucking pear-shaped again. It went pear-shaped, and that's when it started going backwards, sideways. Max Stoneman, come on, we're going to talk about the young star. Max Stoneman, 15 years old, the kid. As soon as he come on, mate, game changed again. He was making direct runs. He was fucking running all over the place, picking the ball up, running with it, dribbling, shooting, crossing. Mate, that is a star. He's going to be a superstar.
He was really good, to be fair. Max, mate, to be fair, he was good. I thought the same with the same happened as you said with Odegaard when he come on. The sort of game sort of slowed down. It was like he was put on to slow the game down for some reason. You know what I mean? I don't know why.
No, I wasn't saying you said that we was rubbish. I wasn't saying that at all. I was saying you said that you said it was the same football. That's why I asked. Did you watch the whole game? I mean, the first half we was outstanding. We was outstanding in that first half. You can't say it was back. We had the ball. I mean, AC Milan did have a couple of little counter attacks on us, but they couldn't get the ball off us. We was unbelievable. We was brilliant. We had about 15 shots in the first half. It was something like that, and then it wasn't until Odegaard come on. The game it just went to fucking shit again. The Odegaard's got to go. He has got to go. There's no excuse. I get he might be a bit rusty, fitness wise, and you ain't kicked the ball, but these are professional athlete footballers. I mean, my mate's 2 years older than me, so he's like 51, 52. Yeah, you give him a football, we can still do about 2,000 or 2 million pickups, no problem. Catch the ball in the back of his neck. Don't lose that skill, mate. Don't lose that sort of. Never lose that skill. But Odegaard can't say, he's not match fit. We're making excuses for him. Bit rusty. Fuck that, mate. With Odegaard, anyway, he's the captain. You see him like trying to point and waving his arm, doing all that shit. Mate, he's no captain, and he ain't good enough, mate. And Ranieri's better than him already. Ranieri's 17.
Yeah. I totally agree with that, Lee. I totally agree with that.
I do as well.
Going back to your mate, did you say he was a year older than you?
2 years.
He's 2 years older than you.
He's two and a half years, something like that older than me, yeah.
And apparently, I heard he's an inch taller than you. He's 4'3". Is that right?
You don't call
mate,
that rule, Anthony.
I know, yeah, no, he's a quality player. He was. He's like he used to play with Freddie, didn't he?
Yeah, he's unbelievable. Here we go for Mauricio.
He's about 3 inches bigger, to be fair, mate.
For Mauricio, that is my point.
4'6".
Use this format. Goal scoring will be difficult. Then that man is the main man in the team. So I don't think Arteta will use that. What, the 4-4-2 you're talking about? Odegaard holds the bench. Absolutely. Manieri's going to be playing in front of him. We've just got to give the captain's armband to Declan Rice, I believe. And Hammers, Tony, how you doing, sir? Hope you're well. West Ham fans out there, West Ham fans that watch this, go and subscribe to Hammers Football TV. Go and get the West Ham content over there. Great content creator. Not as good as us. Anthony goes on his channel as well. Big Anthony, old Anthony. But yeah, great West Ham channel there. The best one around, as it happens. The Arsenal channels is saturated, man. There's so many Arsenal channels. It's the most difficult club. It's the most difficult streaming to do with you, an Arsenal fan, because there's so many of us doing it. Everyone's on it, Arsenal. But
do you think we're divided, Lee? Do you reckon there's a fan base, Arsenal fans, we're all divided?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, we are. We are divided.
Yeah, I agree with that, to be fair. Everyone's the same.
You've got like the new and the old fans. Arsenal were divided through the middle. You've got the fans up until, I'd say, 2006, when we moved. So you've got the IB era and the Emirates era. I think the division is there. The age sort of gap and the division. The new fans that come with the Emirates ain't the same as the fans that the old school fans from Highbury. And we do clash a little bit. We do argue a lot. We've got differences of opinion. West Ham, they've moved, but all their fans are the same. I ain't seen any division in their fan base, not like Arsenal anyway. Might be a little bit of an argument here and there, but you don't see that. Proper East End, Cockney boys, that's right. Cockney boys.
Yeah, I mean, like with West Ham, when I'm on a shoe, obviously, as you know, with team, fucking hell, all they go on about is Danny Ings and he's mustard. You know,
talking about West Ham, there's a player I've heard that's linked to them, Harvey Elliott from Liverpool. I think that'd be a fantastic buy for them.
Who?
Harvey Elliott from Liverpool.
Yeah,
I've seen he's been linked to West Ham.
How about Nicholas Jackson from Chelsea? I reckon he might do a job at West Ham and score goals. That's what they're lacking.
Oh, fuck.
Harvey Elliott to replace Gyökeres would be a brilliant shout, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'd be good. I mean, come on, let's face it, he's only West Ham. You know.
Yeah. Could Newcastle go in for Tesco? What?
It's
got to be a spell check, that, isn't it?
Tesco's. That's what they call him. Tesco's. That's what they call him.
Could Newcastle go in for Tesco? Oh,
yeah.
Tesco buys his best clothes. La, la, la. Is Arteta?
I heard about Man United being linked with him.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
You got to just remember there's a chat as well, so we can't talk over each other. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, no one can hear us. Question: is Arteta ever used this formation in his Arsenal team? 4-4-2. No, I've not. I've only without the ball. Only when we were dropping back. I've noticed a 4-4-2 a few times. But when we've got the possession and we're running forward, it's been a 4-2-3-1 was his go-to formation. For some reason, last season it was 4-3-3 nearly every. Well, it was 4-3-3 every game, and it was just fucking. It was mind numbing. It was mind numbing. Hammers Football TV. No, we're going for Callum Wilson, Anthony. At least that way he can't score against us.
Callum Wilson for Newcastle.
He's a free agent, isn't he? Callum, he's a free agent.
Is he a free now? Is he? I ain't seen that.
Callum Wilson's a free agent.
Yeah. Did you know Arsenal wanted him? They bidded for Callum Wilson. Was it that 2 years ago, 2 seasons ago?
Yeah, I was thinking that myself, and now he's a free. Like, mate, he's worth having in your squad just for his speed. He's unbelievable, to be fair.
Arteta won the FA Cup with a 4-3-3 with Unai Emery's team.
Oh, and Wenger's.
Some of Wenger's players as well. Yeah, it wasn't his team, was it?
No, it wasn't his team. But
he didn't always play a 4-3-3 AFC always. I might have missed it a few times over the years, but it was predominantly a 4-2-3-1 formation he played. To my memory, anyway. I could be wrong. Maybe I am. I don't know. I know you're the top guy with the stats and you know your history as well. I could be wrong, but I don't remember any season where we played a 4-3-3 all year until last season. This should be a great signing for Man United. Man United opening talks for Ollie Watkins. Wow. See, we should have got him. But yeah, I think we should have got. If we would have signed Ollie Watkins last January, excuse me, we might not have won the league. We might not have got Gyokeres this summer. So,
Ollie Watkins, though, mate. Again, he's. Do you reckon he'll score more goals than Gyokeres? He is a proven Premier League player.
No,
I
don't. I think Gyokeres. I think as soon as he comes, he's going in my fantasy football team.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm readjusting my players. We're going to do another again this season. We're going to do another fantasy Premier League. What's it called, Anthony? Fantasy Football League or Fantasy Premier League?
Oh, Fantasy Premier League. Yeah, we're going to do that again. So, what I'm going to do, well, I might as well talk about it now. So, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to create a league, and what we're going to do on next week's show, I'll give Lee the actual what's it called? The number,
the code.
Yeah, the league code.
And the code will be on next week's show if you want to join our league. You could tell that Lee was a bit of a flip-flop last season because he did amazingly shit. He actually, believe it or not, Lee, and this is no word of a lie, and I don't know if you remember this, Lee, what you should do. I think for about 3 weeks or 3 or 4 weeks, you actually put Norgard in your midfield last season. Do you remember that? Yeah.
I thought he played well. I think he's a good player. I don't listen to all these fucking up these wankers that were better like fucking who I'm talking about them other channels want to slag off every fucking signing we do. Do you know what I mean? I don't buy into that shit. He's a good fucking player. Great replacement for Jorginho. Jorginho was only holding the bench anyway. Come on when he had to do a job. That's all Norgard's going to do. He's a fucking experienced player to put in the He played well against AC Milan as well, let me tell you. He had a good game. I ain't mentioned the names of some of these channels, like these hated channels. There's some channels that hate Arsenal. They hate everything they do, but they flip it into they've got standards.
Yeah, true. And I reckon 10 games into the season, this one here, he'd be back on that fence flip-flopping. 10 games into the season, I'm telling you, 10 games.
Question, how about the deal of Eze to Arsenal? I'd love it. I'm gonna sound like Kevin Keegan there. I'd love it.
Is that gone a bit still now? You didn't really hear a lot about it.
So I've not heard anything about it.
No, because they're looking at.
No.
There's.
I love him to come though. I love him to come. Look, I tell you what, I would play him. I would play him in the middle. That guy, Eze, for me, he should be replacing Martin Odegaard.
But we've got
Yeah,
Wanyeri.
I was just about to say that. Swap Odegaard the other way.
Well, we can
Odegaard's
rotate now where it's Eze, but rotate him in
Yeah.
games, can't we?
You
Do you know what I
could
mean?
do
That,
or sell Odegaard and rotate Eze and Wanyeri.
yeah.
Do you know?
So
Just
Odegaard.
get rid of Odegaard, basically. Get fucking rid of him. See, he
Mate, I agree with that.
a 17-year-old
He-
played better football than him like yesterday. A 17-year-old boy. And Max Dalman was fucking mustard as well. So we've got the future there. I mean, I would love Eze to come to the club. Don't get me wrong, I would love it. But you know, we'd have to sell Odegaard then, and that's the only player. He's just signed a new deal as well, Wanyeri. He signed a new long-term deal. He wanted promises. He wanted promises.
Yeah, of course he did, yeah.
So he wanted more football. So he's agreed. So he's got something. So whatever they've agreed to, so he's going to get more playing time. So we'll see how much playing time. But I mean, if Eze comes in, it means we've got to steal Odegaard, I'd say. But we need to sort out the left-hand side. 1 minute. Do you three? Question to you three. Gyokeres will be a hit. He's going to be a hit. Tone. He's going to be a hit.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think so as well.
AFC always.
I think so. Yeah.
What number Gyokeres get? Only numbers available. Number 10 for me. I think number 10. He can't have number 9 because of Jesus, obviously. AFC always. 14 or 10. I don't mind him having Bergkamp's or his number.
I think number 10.
Was 17 a number that was
Mandrake's got in it.
17. I think was that a number close to him? I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I think I heard something like that, to be fair. Didn't he play 17 somewhere else? Because he couldn't have something.
It might be his. It might have been his number. I don't know. See, I mean, I know. I think
17 was his number somewhere else. When he played somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah, number 14.
I read something about 17 being close to him.
Nah, 14. Fuck it. Bring back Eddie Nketiah.
No.
Look, I've seen a lot of Arsenal players defending Mandueke, you know. But Saka's come up with a load of videos, putting a video up of Mandueke and him in England training, doing the same stuff. And Declan Rice has come up defending, saying you don't know about him, his passion and his loyalty would be brilliant.
Okay, we'll see. I'm going to defend him now anyway. I didn't want the deal, but now he's a player. I'm going to defend him now myself. There's a question from Tony.
You were fuming on your fucking show when you
was fuming. But we've got him there. We've got him there, haven't we? What can I do? I'm not going to be like that, Anthony. You know, where you're slagging off your own players all the time. Let's see.
You don't like it, I love him.
Let's flip-flop.
No.
Flip-flop.
Oh, so you're going to boo him then?
Eh?
So you're going to boo him then?
No, I'm not going to boo him. Listen, I do you know what? This is the signing that I'm 50-50 on Madueke. If he was that good,
exactly.
I don't think Chelsea would have sold him if he was that amazing. What people are saying, that's a fact. But what I'm saying is, I didn't want him at Arsenal. But what I'm trying to say is, Lee, I don't mind if I'm proved wrong. I'll hold my hands up to it. Do you know what I mean?
That. And that's all I mean, Anthony. That's all I mean. But I'm going to get behind him until he plays like Odegaard. Then I'm going to say, get rid of him. Yeah. But we've signed him now, so we've got to give him a chance. We've got to give him, or not? I mean, it's just you.
You have to, yeah. You don't know.
I'm going to give him a chance. I'm definitely going to give him a chance, mate. I've got to. I feel obligated to because he's an Arsenal player. He ain't played for us yet. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's just see, man. He might surprise us. I didn't want Alexander Kaleb when he come. I thought, who the fuck's that cunt? You know what I mean?
Who?
Alexander Kleb.
Alexander Kleb.
Kleb.
Yeah, Kleb.
Yeah,
Kleb.
yeah, I know. Yeah, Kleb. Yeah, but he turned out to be good. He was a bad player.
No, I know. But I thought,
He's a good
who's
player.
he? I was like thinking to myself, I don't want this player. Who's that? Then
Yeah.
look how good he was. I thought he was
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah.
This is
By
what I
the
mean,
way, Lee, I think your brother, I think he just farted on stream, by the way. Because I heard it.
Well,
You can't get that one out. You can't get, he dropped his guts on your show.
Oh, that's fine. I can't smell it. You can't smell it. That's fine.
yeah.
Right, Anthony. Big Anthony. Old Anthony.
Fuck
Did
off
you
with
see
the
the
old.
question?
What?
You're the only one that ain't answered the question about Gyokeres. Do you think he'd be a hit or a miss in the Premier League?
I hope he's a hit. I really do. I listen. I can remember when he played for Brighton. He was rubbish and that, but I really hope he's a hit. People are already putting the amount of goals on that he should be scoring this season. He's been out the Premier League for a while. Let's not forget that, right? So when he comes back into the Premier League, I think as long as he gets 20 goals, see maximum of 22, I'm happy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a question for us, which I knew someone was going to ask it sooner or later. Are you concerned with Gyokeres, the way he has handled the move? What happens if he falls out of Arteta? If this type of player, is this the type of player you need? But because he forced his move, I'm gathering you're saying that he went on strike. Basically, he didn't go to the training ground. That was down to a gentleman's agreement that he had with the president or whoever. I don't know what they call him in Portugal, but there was apparently a gentleman's agreement, and he reneged on it.
Yeah,
and that's why. That is why. So he's dug his heels in and gone. You know what? F you then. You know what I mean, I'm not. You promised me this. We shook hands on it. I think Harry Kane had a similar problem with Daniel Levy. I think there was something there, if I remember rightly. But there was a gentleman handshake. Always, that just shows you. Always get it in paper, man. Always get something written down and a witness, because otherwise, that's just like nonchalant. It's just hearsay that they can say, "No, I didn't say that." And he's dug his heels in over it. And fair play to him. If he falls out of Arteta, I would get rid of Arteta. Jokes aside, how many players have fell out of Arteta?
Quite a lot. And he's left the club and they've gone on and won fucking trophies. And he's left the club and he's gone on to win trophies. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like what I'm saying. Sorry, look, Anne, I'm not going to go on and talk too much about Arteta. I know how much you love him, man, and I
love him, mate. I do, yeah, mate.
I know you do. I don't want you crying on your brother's stream. I don't want that, right? But what I'm but listen, if that does happen, what Tony said, then I agree with what Lee said. Yeah, if that's the case, then you have to get rid of Mikel Arteta, because nobody's bigger than the club. And I'll be honest with you, you've even got to put Mikel Arteta in that equation, because he hasn't really won fuck all. Let's be honest.
No.
Right? Different if he won us the Premier League and a couple of FA Cups, this, that, and the other. I get that, right? But he hasn't. So the manager should not be bigger than the club. Absolutely. End of. And that's my opinion.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. No one's bigger than the club. I totally agree with that, to be fair. I do agree with you at a certain point. There has to be some point where Mikel Arteta becomes a problem if every player that we need or every player we're getting is falling out of him. There's obviously there's not everyone can be wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying is if we give him a chance now, then I think he's going to do it.
Why do you keep getting up and walking about?
Well, because I can't sit still. You know what I'm like.
You got ants in your pants.
Yeah, I'm always like I can't sit still.
No, rigor mortis is kicking in. That's what it is.
Let's say hello to John Ronan. How you doing, John? I've heard this. He's going to have his medical in London and fly out to Singapore, hopefully in time for the the Spurs game. I don't think he'd be in time for Newcastle on Sunday. Sunday,
Yeah,
Newcastle.
that's what that Mosquera's doing, isn't he? Mosquera's flying out there now as well.
Yeah, yeah. So I think we'll have him hopefully in time. We might get some minutes against Spurs. I can't see him playing or starting. He might get a few, like 20 minutes or so. I think. Boy, let's hope he does. Excuse me. That fifth year, Max Doman. We're gonna talk about the young stars, and he was fantastic. He looks. He's got a baby face. He's quite slender, but my word, against AC Milan as well, when he was running the show. He was bossing it. He was bossing it, and he was. I think he's fantastic. He's a little bit raw, but I mean, just a little bit of polishing up, a little bit of bulkiness, because he's only 15. By the time he's 18, mate, he's gonna be world class.
Yeah.
He'll be world class. You can see the potential in him. Like the same thing with Wayne Rooney when he was 15, 16. He scored and won the goal against us for Everton when he was 16.
Yeah, he did.
He never looked back, did he, Anthony?
No.
No, mate, he was brilliant. After that goal he's hunger. When they're young like that, their hunger knows no different. You know what I mean? They're not scared of going up against the big names.
Fearless as well. Gyokeres' number's 14 apparently. That's all right. I'm happy. I'd rather him have it than Nketiah or Walcott. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Benjamin Sesko market value has now dropped from 100 million to 70 million. Crazy market, yeah, absolutely. Was he worth 100 million? He weren't worth nowhere near that, mate. We paid like 64 million. That's including the 10 million or the 8 million add-ons in pounds with Gyokeres. Tony, Aces in the chat. How you doing, Aces? Aces. Yeah. Flip flop. Got another tickle in my throat again. My worry is these injuries won't go away next season. Saka, grade 3 hamstring. He looked good. He looked like he shook that off. He was rapid. He was running at the defence. He looked good against AC Milan, though, in all fairness. But I hear what you're saying. It is a worry. Gabriel, grade 3. Havertz, grade 3. Yeah. Timber, surgery. White, surgery. Rice will be the next one to get grade 3 because you think he's going to be overplayed. I don't think so. I think we have people moaning about other channel moaning about Arteta playing Declan Rice because he had a broken toe. He got a broken toe. Who paid him for? What the fuck? So fuck a broken toe. A broken toe. Players used to have injections and they're fucking dislocated knees. I know it's a bit extreme, but players used to have like pain injections and still play all the time. Broken toes, fuck all.
Hang on, Lee. You said on a show, on our show, right? You said and you moaned saying, I said, Declan Rice played all right, but I said he wasn't that great. And you jumped down my throat saying, yeah, but Ant, he's got a broken toe. I went, yeah, I know he has.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, that's an excuse, wasn't it? That was an excuse.
I'm not he's flip-flopping, and he's flip-flopping.
No, I'm just saying
he's a clock, but it's close to a flip-flop.
I'm just saying he's a man. You've got a broken toe, you still fucking play football, mate. Strap it up. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying he's a man. Yeah, we've got other channels that's, why does Arteta play this player? Fuck off. Don't overplay him. Oh, no. You can only play once a week. Fuck off.
Players used to play with them Thomas injections, didn't they?
Tony Adams, right, used to play football when Wenger was the manager as well, towards the end of his career, standing for most of the game with his hand on his hip like that. Oh, can't run, can't move, but read the game, and then when the ball come close to him, was still one of the best defenders in the fucking league. Tony Adams
carried on with it.
Fucking sack his hip or his back or whatever it was.
Cesc Fabregas, didn't he play against Barcelona with a broken leg?
Possibly.
But he scored the penalty against Barcelona. He broke his leg.
What? Why would we go for Sesko as well? Fuck that, Moritu. Is it? If I'm saying your name right, I wouldn't go for Sesko as well. Sesko wasn't the player I wanted anyway. I'm glad we got Gyokeres, a more prolific scorer. Sesko's a project striker, 21. He's gonna have an excuse, isn't he? He ain't scored many goals, but Gyokeres is hitting the ground. He's got to hit the ground running straight away.
Yeah. Don't get McManus here. You've seen that, Lee. He loves Sesko, McManus.
Yeah, it's all right. McManus can love him all he wants, but I mean, I don't. I don't rate him. Here we go.
It's fucking so easy to wind up, isn't he?
Yeah, mate, it is.
Tony, this is what I meant. What are you saying? I didn't hear that. Talking behind my back, you two.
I said you're so easy to wind up. Hey, boy, you fucking.
I've got small
You
man
got no friends.
I've got small man syndrome. You ain't standing next to me.
He's got Napoleon syndrome.
Oh, sorry. I thought he said it's from this, and it sounded like he said he had SPD, which was small penis syndrome. I thought, what?
He's got that as well, mate, to be fair.
Oh, is he? I'll take your word for it.
But he's got 14 stone push it in, isn't you, bruv?
Shut up. Don't talk like that. Anyway, that's rude.
That's only what you taught me.
Can I read the comment out? You shut up. Let me read the comments.
All right, go on then. Hurry up.
This is Tony's comment, so he's important to the channel.
Okay.
Verbal agreement means nothing, Lee. It's all hearsay. Exactly, I said that. You need it in black and white. Yeah, that's what I was saying. But that's why Gyokeres had the ump tone.
Yeah.
Exactly that, mate. You need it in black and white. Absolutely. Arsenal 1886, not Arteta 2019. Yes. Yes, AFC always. 1886 he was formed. Reece Nelson. I'll tell you what, Reece Nelson played well as well. He played well when he came on against AC Milan. I forgot.
To be fair, when I checked the stats yesterday,
go on, then.
When I checked the stats yesterday, said Nelson pretty much was the best winger on the pitch, apart from Manmary, like with his direct runs and that. You know what I mean?
Trossard played really. Reece Nelson played really well. Trossard was decent. He's a bit better than Martinelli, but if we're going to keep one and sell one, excuse me, I would sell Trossard over Martinelli.
You see about Reece Nelson. Could you remember in the last transfer window last season, which was in August, right? Because obviously we sent him on loan to Fulham. Do you know we actually refused a £25 million bid for West Ham for Reece Nelson?
Yeah, I know. I remember that. But we want more money for our players. We don't want to sell players for cheap.
Yeah, but he come up from the ranks. That we would have made 25 million on him.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. I have 100% profit. I get it.
Yeah.
But if Chelsea can sell players to us for fucking 50 odd million, why can't we sell players to other teams for 50 odd million?
Well, we're stupid to pay it then. We're stupid to pay it. If you're
seriously,
anybody knows about it, we are stupid to pay it.
Smith Rowe, I thought we went for too cheap as well. Smith Rowe only went for 30 million.
Yeah, that was too cheap.
MOB to Everton, he only went to 30 million.
Yeah, Smith Rowe. If Smith Rowe was at Chelsea, Chelsea would have demanded like a 50 million price tag for him. Because that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
All day long.
Anthony, you've got to stop walking about because you're making me dizzy.
Oh, sorry, bruv. Go on.
You got to stay still, bruv, because you just fucking you're walking about. You make me dizzy.
Your brother Lee used to do that, and a fucking ant used to crawl past him. It was like Land of the Giants. Do you know what I mean? When it was like to cheaply.
Hey, what are you standing? Are you standing up?
No, I am. Yeah.
Well, you got to sit down. Sit down and fucking get comfortable and keep still.
Oh, all right, Dad. Fucking hell.
And you've got to listen to the older brother. I'm the older brother.
That's what it is. That's it. That's it.
Right. Look at him totally being like. I thought Lee was doing an impression of Blakey. Is anyone when I'll get you, Butler? Is that Blakey?
Yeah.
I'll get you, Butler. Yeah, I remember on the buses. Olive, the girl with the funny glasses, used to sit in the sidecar. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Completely.
Arthur!
Do you think we'll get Eze? Nah, I want him, but I don't think we'll get him.
Yeah.
I think. Do you know what? Especially if, right, we can talk about this now as well while we're here. Especially if, what do you call it? Liverpool get Isaac. I think we've got to concentrate more on our left-hand side than the central midfield.
Yeah.
Because we'll have Wanyeri there, obviously Odegaard, who I don't like, but we have him there. But I think we'll have to lean more towards a left winger to get that front three. Gyokeres, Saka on the right, world class. Gyokeres, world class. We'll need a Rodrigo maybe, or someone. Well, Kvaratskhelia from PSG, I'd love him on the left for a front three. Can you imagine that front three? That would be absolutely amazing. I think, especially if they've got Ekatike, Liverpool, and if they go and get Isaac as well, the fucking league's in trouble, and we're going to have to try and counter that. And we're going to have to look. We might even have to wait and see what they do with this deal. But Isaac stayed behind. Newcastle were on their way to Singapore because we're playing them on Sunday. Isaac stayed behind, and he's put in a transfer request apparently.
Yeah. No, I've read that on Sky Sports News as well. So
Yeah,
it'd be interesting where he goes to. If Liverpool gets him, I'm not being funny. You got and the Premier League title to Liverpool.
yeah,
Because the players they've signed so far, unbelievable, and we're not matching that. So
my top 5 all-time Arsenal players: Adams, Brady, Vieira, Bergkamp, Henry. Yeah. I like that as always. Let's just catch up with the chat quickly, guys, and then we can carry on because there's some new people in the chat. Hello, is it Justine? Hello, Justine. We got C's. That C's. Oh my God, the chat's pretty busy tonight. Hang on a minute. Arsenal would buy Eze to make Martinelli perform better. Yeah, but he's better at a 10, isn't he? Eze? He's better. I think
versatile, isn't he? He can play on the wing as well, can't he? Play left or right wing like Manduetti. He can play number 10.
But I think he's better central, isn't he?
I prefer him central. I reckon he's better central. You can play him up on the wing if you've got injured wingers, and Eze is an option, that you could play there. But I prefer Eze in the middle.
Yeah. Tony agrees with you. Arsenal was stupid enough to pay them prices. Absolutely, man. John's saying Odegaard's got to perform a lot better. Agreed. We've got Maritu. I'd say his name, Maritu. My point is that Sesko is still young, 21. Gyokeres is 27. So the next 3. So in the next 3, Sesko will become 24. Well, Gyokeres will be 30 years. That's why I will love Arsenal to bring him as a perfect cover. But he won't. Will he sit on the bench? Sesko won't want to sit on the bench.
I like Sesko. I've seen Sesko play number 10, and Sesko plays a good number 10 as well. But is he worth that money? Is he worth the money to come in at a number 10?
I'm not sure.
We can have Havertz there as well. Havertz can play that role, and then Mary can play that role. You can even lift Declan Rice up to that role. That's even without Odegaard. You've got 3 players there. Marino can play that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Marino can play that as well. Yeah, but I'll get your point. But I mean, why would you want a project striker? We've got Gyokeres now. If Sesko would be happy to sit on the bench, I know all the hype about him. There's a lot of people that like him. I've not seen enough of him for me to make an informed decision on that. But for me, no, I wouldn't sign him. But I mean, if you're looking at a cover striker and he's happy to be a cover striker, and you think he's good enough, then yeah, well, why not sign a cover striker? because we've only got one. We've got Jesus, who when he's fit, I think he's going to be sold. I reckon we'll sell him in January. I don't think we'll see him in an Arsenal shirt again. Which is not the guy.
Put Martinelli down as a striker, mate. Martinelli as a cover striker.
Yeah, Martinelli. I think he's better through the middle as well, Martinelli.
I do as well. I think he's much better through the middle.
Yeah.
If Liverpool sign Isaac and Rodrigo, what? Because I the season is going to be peak for everyone, not just the league, but the Champions League as well. It would be. They'd be what?
Oh, Ant's got up off his sofa, and I just wonder if he was going to walk around. You know,
No. I asked James Lee get me easy because Uncle Lee won't let me stand up.
Right.
Yeah, James Lee's here. Yeah. Say hello, James Lee.
Hi.
Oh,
that's my niece. Anyway, let's get back to this. Rodrigo. Rodrigo is I would buy Rodrigo. I would absolutely buy him.
Yeah.
Especially if they do if Newcastle sell Isaac to Liverpool. Then it's
going to be a statement buy, isn't it? As you said, to match Liverpool's statement of buying Isaac, we'd have to do something like that. Rodrigo, a big name, would have to come to us just to make fans happy, let alone anything else.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, what have I done? Oh, fucking hell, I thought I fucked it up. So we was talking about the Milan game. We got sidetracked a little bit, but I think we covered everything anyway, what we were saying. But what do we think now? Let's have a quick chat about the Arsenal's young stars coming through. The Max Stone and Lewis Skelly signed a new deal. Emmanuel signed a new deal. The next batch of superstars coming through. Who do you think is going to have the breakthrough season out of them three? Who's going to? I've done a poll on my channel. It's pretty mixed on this channel. Let me just
I think they're wary, to be fair.
Right.
He's going to play more, I think.
What?
Go on, mate. Go on, carry on.
No, the poll's only got 11 votes on it so far. It's been on there for a little while. I thought I might get a bit more than that, but 45% of people were saying when Lewis Skelly, 27% Wanyeri, and the other 27% Doman. The Doman's not going to get loads of games.
No.
And he'll be playing the League Cup.
Yeah, but at that age, at 15, look, you're allowed to make mistakes in football. That's the whole point of learning. You know, that's how you become a good footballer. I always said it's better to fail. Yeah, you learn more from failing. Like, you know, like if you get, and then what you do, if you keep winning and winning and winning all the time, you're not achieving anything. So, listen, if he makes mistakes, fans can't have a go at him. He's 15 years of age.
No, of course, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't think you'll see him. I don't think he'll feature in the Premier League. You know, and it is a shame, but it's like what Ant said. Maybe in the Carabao Cup, he might come off the bench in the last 20 minutes or something like that, and he might change a game for us. You know, because is he an attacking midfielder? Yeah. So, did you know what I'm saying? So I think he can come in and and do that. But listen, if he's good at what people are saying, I mean, I watched highlights and what I've seen of him. I thought he was a decent player. You know, he played really well.
I thought he was fantastic.
This is a player. We got to give him a contract. I don't think we can yet.
Oh, no, until he's 16.
No, 16. Okay. So when he's 16, we should say, look, sign this contract. Even if he's on, I don't know. Let's say if they put him on something like 30 grand a week, 35 grand a week. You know, if he's happy to sign that contract and with those wages, get him to sign it. I don't think these young players should be on about 100, 150 grand a week. They haven't done enough to prove they're worth that money in wages, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So Do you know what I'm saying? So give him a contract when he's 16, 30 grand, 35 grand a week, and then we could start gradually introducing him into games like the Carabao Cup games, even FA Cup games if we're playing lower league. You know, in the next rounds of stuff like that. These are the games that we should be playing in, just to get a bit of momentum in. You know,
bit of experience as well, playing with the other senior players.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot to come from him, man. I'm excited about his future, to be honest. I think he's brilliant. And Wanyeri and Lewis Skelly. There was another player.
I think personally, Lewis Skelly's breakthrough season was really last season. He got the opportunity to fit in when we had a few injuries, and he done really well. You know what I mean? He had the opportunity there to do it.
Yeah, but one off. Now he's got to be consistent. Now this season.
Of course. I know what you're saying. But for me, this is the season for Nwaneri. Nwaneri comes along now. He's been given his good contracts. He's been given his time. He's been given promise to play. So now this will be his season for him to, rather than just having the last 10 minutes or starting and just getting subbed off. This will be his season for me.
Yeah,
we'll probably see it. We'll probably see it, mate. And the way he played yesterday, that little skill he done on the byline, mate, made the other. Obviously, made him look stupid. Seasoned player made him look stupid.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah.
But I think what's his name? Raphael Leo. For AC Milan.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and we was linked with him as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was their best player, and you know, you could tell, you could see that there was moments that I noticed that he was looking and he was saying, "Fucking hell!" Right? You know what I mean? You could tell that the players was looking at him and they were trying to get the ball off him and they couldn't. They couldn't get the ball. 15 years old. Mind you, they brought on a keeper for the penalty shootout who was 15 and made 3 good saves. So they're about 6'8", their keeper, AC Milan. Because they done a penalty shootout after the game, regardless. We won it.
Yeah, they do that all the time in their pre-seasons, don't they?
Yeah.
They've done a lot of showpiece thing. But anyway, let's catch up with the chat.
Before you go to the chat, Lee, I just want to say something to Anne. Anne, I know you're eager, mate. Just turn your camera off for 20 seconds, have a little walk round, and when you come back and sit down, turn your camera on, right? I know he's got that look, thinking, fucking hell, I can do for a walk. Go on, go and have a walk.
He's got proper hands in his pants. He can't keep still. He's never been able to since he was a kid, I suppose. Anyway, let's go. Liverpool are showing their ambition, starting as they finish. Can't fault them for that, of course not. But they are justifying why they only bought one player last season. Yeah, they're spending like 400 million, ain't they? What are they spending?
Because they got last season's money.
295 they spent it.
Yeah, they got 2 seasons worth of money because they only bought that Chiesa, didn't they, for 12 mil?
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? And so, and they won the bloody Premier League, so they've got so much money to spend, and fair play to them. They deserve it.
At least they're spending it. It. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You're reinvesting it into the club. If Spurs done the same thing, they wouldn't spend that sort of money to try. They say, "Oh, we'll take all the money out," and then finish like 15th again, and they wouldn't bother them. They just want the money. At least Liverpool, they're reinvesting it. They say, "Come on, let's keep it. Let's win more trophies. We want more." I'll take my hat off to them. Absolutely.
I can't do that. Jesus. Is that green patch you've got in the middle?
Yeah, it's a great patch.
God.
I've got to reshave my head. it.
You look better shaved anyway with a bald head.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers, babe. Liverpool so far spent 295 million. They could spend 400 to 500 million this window. Wow. What do you think of the defender? Ain't seen enough in Mascara. I don't know, mate. I really don't know. I think he's going to be a good backup for Saliba, but apparently he plays more to the left. Although he's right-footed, he plays more on the left-hand side of the centre backs. So I don't know. I ain't seen enough. I can't comment on that, mate. Anybody else?
He's got the height and he's got the physique. He's got the posture there as a decent centre back. Same again. He's young. I think he's only, what, 20 or something like that?
Yeah, he's 20
So,
years old, but he broke into Valencia's first team last season and done really well.
yeah. So,
For
then,
20 years old.
I could actually read you something from that if you want. I could. Yeah. Let me have a look. Let me just show you. But this is it because this is the official from the website. Yeah. This is the official thing from the website. Yeah.
yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it, yeah.
We are delighted to announce that Spain under-21 international Christian Mosquera has joined us on a long-term contract. The 21-year-old defender arrives from Valencia, where he made 90 appearances in all competitions. Yeah. Christian was with Valencia's academy from the age of 12, progressing through the youth ranks before making his first team debut in the Copa del Rey as a 17-year-old in January 2022. His first La Liga appearance came just days later, starting at the Mestalla in a 1-1 draw against Sevilla. Ahead of the 2023-24 campaign, Christian was officially promoted to the first team squad, soon becoming an integral part of the club's defence. Last season saw Christian start 37 of the 38 league matches in the campaign, playing every single minute during his appearances. So, you can go and check out. That's on the Arsenal website. People, you can go and check that out yourselves. But there you go. He played every single minute of the 38 games. Every single minute he played on his breakthrough season. So they must.
Yeah.
He's got to be good then, isn't he?
Oh, I didn't read this one, did I? Sorry. What's that name say?
Mr. R-Man.
Mr. A-Man. Gyokeres is better than Sesko because Gyokeres is a beast in strength, possibly. It could be. I think he's got a lot more attributes to him than just his strength, bro. Trossard is Fibonacci. I've heard that as well, John. I did hear that, mate.
Yeah. Enjoy your walk, man.
He's gone for a walk, isn't he?
He's gone for a walk.
Next game, perfect.
Get us a beer down the post office.
Mauricio is a. What about Rafael? Is another perfect man in that left wing side. He is better than Gabriel Martinelli. Why Arsenal? Yeah, well, I get. It's sometimes a bit hard for me to read. But I get what you're saying, Rafael. Yeah, I'd have him.
How much do you reckon he's going to cost, Lee? If we signed that Rafael, how much do you reckon he'd cost us? Like, roughly?
I'd say similar to Rodrigo, 70, 80 million.
Then in all fairness, I mean, wouldn't it be better if you actually... I mean, there was that team from Saudi that wanted Martinelli for about 70 mil, wasn't it?
It's Martinelli, yeah. Al Halal. Was it Al Halal?
It was it was Al Halal, yeah. Maybe sell him and bring him in.
Well, that's an option. That'd be an option. I'd rather sell, if that's the case, sell Martinelli for 75 million, 70 million, get Rafael Leao to replace him and keep Trossard, or sell Trossard for 25 million to fucking Fibonacci. I mean, what would you do? You ain't going to be able to spend. We ain't going to be able to buy a player that's going to go into our team and improve our team for 25 million, are we? So
I didn't think. I would say Martinelli, even though it don't sound good. But listen, Martinelli for me, he was only average last season. He was only average, and the season before that, he's had 2 poor seasons. Martinelli. Yeah. Let's be honest. So so if you can get that money for him, say 70, 75 million, then that brings in the Rafael or Rodrigo. That brings in one of them two. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, fair point.
Yeah.
I sort of half agree, to be fair. I like Martinelli. I think he's being played out of position. He should be playing down the middle anyway. But if we're not going to play him down the middle, then we're going to get more money for him where we can bring someone in. If we bring someone in like Rodrigo, Obviously, he's not Premier League proven, but he's still young. You know what I mean? He's still young. You know, so he's sort of round about the age of Martinelli anyway. So it's just a like for like swap with a bit, you know what I mean, with a player that's got more medals under his belt, more goals.
Yeah.
You know, as you said, if we sell Trossard for 25 million, that's money just going towards someone, isn't it? It's not going to be. We ain't going to get a like for like player, are we? We're not getting anyone that's going to be younger than 30 years old for 25 million.
No, that's true. Right, did you manage to get tickets, Lee, for the Emirates Cup? No, I didn't actually. I've not had enough spare cash to look at that yet, John. hopefully, I might get a bit of money, and I can. I want to go. I want to go and have a look at that. I like going to the Emirates Cup. I mean, you get to see some stars there, don't you?
How much is that a ticket just for the Emirates Cup?
I haven't even looked in the website. John, put it in the chat how much that is a ticket, mate.
I think you get 2 games for that day, though. It's a day ticket, isn't it? It's not a ticket just for one game. You get 2 games. So you get the Arsenal game and you get the other team as well.
Yeah.
I went to it when we first went to the Emirates, and
yeah,
if I remember correctly, I watched Arsenal versus New York Red Bulls, and I think it was AC Milan versus PSG. I think.
Yeah.
It was a day. It was a day ticket. I got to watch 2 games for it, but
okay.
That's when Jack Wilshere was hitting the scenes.
Yeah. Another wasted talent there, injury prone. Unlucky with him. Let's hope that we've seen the last of these injuries.
The greatest Arsenal captain never to manage, but never to captain Arsenal.
He would have been a great player, mate. He would have been a fantastic
player.
Yeah,
well, he was unbelievable, mate.
I remember watching him in the youth team, and my God,
I remember watching him when we beat Barcelona. We watched him against Barcelona when we won 2-1, and he had Iniesta and Xavi in his pocket, and he was only 18, 19 years old. They couldn't touch him, mate. You know what I mean? He was unbelievable, unplayable on his day.
Maritu, please tell me if I'm saying your name right, or try and give me an abbreviation or something. Where you're from as well. Put where you're from in the chat. Use guys who's new, especially the new players, the new people in the chat. Put where you're from, because I'd like to know. Because of these names, I like to sort of put a country to the names, if you know what I mean. This boy Max Doman is very good. I would love to see him in the EPL this season. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I like to see him. Let's see him in the Cups games, as Anthony and Anthony were both saying. Let's get him in the Cup, League Cup, and the FA Cup. We forget a team that's lower ranked team, and
that's what I think you'll see him anyway.
Yeah, well, hopefully we do see him. We brought on Ranieri in the Cup game, weren't it?
Yeah.
He was 15. He come on, and he was the youngest player that ever to come. Youngest debutant for Arsenal now, and he beat him Fabregas by a few days, I think it is.
Yeah.
I'm going for Gyokeres to score 18 goals.
League goals.
8 goals in the Champions League. That's 26 in total. The reason why I didn't mention the League Cup or FA Cup is because Arteta bins these competitions. You know what he does? He don't give a fuck about them, really, does he? I mean, I think since he's been at the club, we've only been past the 3rd round of my favourite cup competition, the FA Cup. I think it's twice, and I think it was Palace and Oxford. I think it was Palace and Oxford.
Forest.
What?
Not Forest knocked us out one year when we won the White Cup, when we won the white kit.
No, I mean we've been past the 3rd round. Like it was when we played when we went past the 3rd round was when
that's it.
We beat Palace,
all right, yeah, go on.
And we beat Oxford since we won it.
All right.
Going past the 3rd round, so the next round or whatever.
I would love this.
We've gone out the 3rd round games quite often. What? Sorry.
Sorry, that comment. I absolutely just imagine that in your team.
Yeah,
Rodrigo is the player we need. Imagine that front three, Gyokeres, Saka, with Eze in the 10. We would be cooking. Yeah, we would.
To be fair, yeah.
Absolutely would. Get Eze
So
in.
that would be So that would be well, that'd be the 4-2. That'd be the 4-2-3-1, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be the 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
That'd be front line. It'd be Rodrigo, Eze, Saka with Gyokeres in front of him.
Yeah.
I don't know AFC always. I think we play in Newcastle on Sunday, and then flying off, and because we've got Spurs. I think we're playing Newcastle. Is it Saturday or Sunday? We've got Newcastle because we're playing them first, and then we're flying off to Hong Kong to play Spurs. The cheapest ticket's £35 for the Emirates Cup, by the way. Yeah. So yeah, the young stars, mate. The young stars. They're we've got a lot to be excited about, and let's finish this window strong as well. Let's finish it with a Rodrigo. Even if Liverpool don't sign Isaac, even if they don't sign nobody else, let's still go and do it. Let's still go and get at least one more player. I don't think we're finished anyway. I think we're going to get at least one more.
I hope we're not finished, but
it is either going to be
we needed an Eze. To be fair, in my eyes, we need Eze's versatile. He's better at number 10, but he can play on the wings. He can play anywhere. So if we are going to get a player now, I don't think we're going to get Eze and Rodrigo. I would love to, but I don't think that's going to happen. To be fair, I think we're pushing for a second player. We're another player now. I fingers crossed we get him. I hope we do business, but I think we're pushing for it. To be fair,
apparently there's talks. There is talks with Eze, and they've sort of seem to have died down a little bit because obviously I check things every day. Twitter, I check everything every day, and I haven't seen anything. I've seen Xavi Simons, but then I see that Chelsea also.
Yeah, Chelsea gone for him. Yeah,
in Xavi Simons. Just give me a minute, guys. I can't. Just give me 1 second.
Okay. Fuck me, he's gone for a walk around now.
He's gone for a walk
around now, isn't he? Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. His old knees are clicking together in it. That's what it is, mate.
God, blimey.
He's been sitting down too long.
Yeah, he has been. Yeah, season up. I didn't know midgets can seize up.
He's the world's tallest midget, mate. WTM.
Oh,
that's what he is. World's tallest midget.
Yeah, come back on. I fucking hear what you were saying. Good. But no, Anne, I got to be honest with you. I mean, if I was to ask you a question now, with the players that we got in now, right? Two things I want to know. Number one, where do you think that we will finish in the league? And number two, what would you rate this window out of 10?
So, and to be fair, finishing the league with the players that we've got now, I think we can go right to the last knocking to. With a striker now, we've got no more excuses in my head. If we're not gonna win it, we've got to be close by 1-2 points not to win it. In this transfer window, just because we got the striker that we need, that I think that we needed, I would rate it quite high. But then obviously Mandueki, you take it down 1 or 2 points for me again. But again, obviously at the same time, as we all said, it brings proofs in the pudding with him in a minute, But I think if we get easy now, then for me that would be a 10 out of 10 thing. I'd forget about Mandueki, all sorts, to be fair. But we do need to get rid of some of the shit.
Yeah, that's true. What would you rate this window, Lee? Just a quick out of 10. What would you rate this window? With the business we've done so far? Yeah.
So far, right? Kepa, Norgard, Zubamendi, Madueke, Gyokeres,
and that defender.
Eh?
And that defender we just said.
Those 6 players. I'm going to go 7.5. If we get a left winger, I'll probably go to about 9.5. we get a Rodrigo, I'm going to go fucking 10 out of 10 window.
Yeah.
Or an Eze. I'll bump it right up to that.
Yeah. No, I think agree.
I think we've done all right in the window this time. I think we've done all right.
Yeah.
I was going to say I would rate -7, 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, 7.5 out of 10. The Gyokeres deal took too long. Whether they kept us on tender hooks and the deal was all done and they were just keeping it quiet and just letting us wait until the pre-seasons officially started. Maybe that's what they was doing. I don't know, but anyway, I'm happy with it. 7.5. Just get another player, 2 if you can, please. But at least one more, and Eze or Rodrigo, I'll be happy. I would be happy with that. I would. So we've got Marishu. He's from Sierra Leone, or she's from Sierra Leone. I don't know. It's hard to differentiate with you. His name is Ahmed. This is his name. He's using his mum's account. Using your mum's account. We play Newcastle on Sunday, so we will be flying to Hong Kong after when we play Thomas Frank Tottenham. Yeah. Simmons and Hassan could be going to Chelsea.
It's Carabao, Ehrenbach.
Panel for me, we still needed to buy a left back. Well, we've got Zinchenko, Calafiori, Miles.
Mate, it's Skelly. Skelly's able to be a left back if we need him.
I don't think we need a left back. Maybe a proper but last time we had a proper left back, we had a brilliant one, Kieran Tierney. Didn't use him.
Yeah.
Didn't use him. Timber can play at left back as well.
I think they nowadays wing backs are more needed than the actual fullbacks. You know, a wing back's needed. Yeah.
He inverts the fullbacks into midfield. Miles Lewis Skelly coming from left back with the ball. He invert into midfield to beef up the midfield, and then when we lose the ball, he drops back. That's what Zinchenko was doing. That's why Tierney wasn't used, because he couldn't utilise him like that.
Trouble is though, with the wing backs, I don't like them inverted. I'd rather them overlap the wingers, like what Kieran Tierney did on that left-hand side with Martinelli. So when Kieran Tierney went down, overlapped Martinelli then from the wide side, he would drift into around the box, and then when because Kieran Tierney, he had a decent cross on him when he crossed that ball into the box.
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean? So they were working, but have you noticed when they were overlapping one another, it was brilliant because both players weren't they weren't exhausted like within the 90 minutes. Do you know what I'm saying? And it did quite well. But on the right, where you had because I think with Lee, when you've got Saka, don't get me wrong, I think Lee, we like Timber, but I can remember Lee saying on the show, he said he was slightly picked Ben White over Timber because of the overlap of what Ben White can do, more so than Timber. Am I right by saying that?
Yeah, I liked the triangle. At the time, Odegaard was playing well, Saka and Ben White on the right, and they had a little triangle going on. They had a little understanding, the three of them. And for me, that was really good. And then they'd give and go. So Ben White had passed. Saka would come inside. Ben White had passed, and it'd be a 1-2, and then he'd hit it back out to Ben White. And then Odegaard would run into the box, and Ben White would cross it in. It works. That three-man combination, and they tried to make that on the left, and they couldn't find. It didn't work on the left-hand side.
No, it didn't. No. But it's like what you said. You said Zinchenko. I think I'll get rid of him. I'll get rid of Zinchenko.
Yeah, he should be gone now. Zinchenko. Yeah. To be fair, I think he should be gone.
AFC always thinks we're not finishing higher than Chelsea, and he's only rating the window a 6 out of 10 with Gyokeres. Okay.
I think he must be drunk.
You got a right to your opinion, AFC. We know.
Yeah, he's got a right. Everybody's got a right. Yeah.
The rest of the signings are a downgrade.
1 sec. I'll have to call you back, bro. All right.
I didn't ring you.
Sorry. Gyokeres is an upgrade. The rest of the signing are downgrades. Yeah,
See, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Gyokeres, yeah, is an upgrade. I think Zubimendi's an upgrade to the likes of who we had there before, Jorginho and that. Thomas Partey would probably be the only one I'm gutted that we lost.
His name's barred from this channel until this is sorted out. This alleged
Yeah,
mentioned.
I would never see that name. I actually said it on a show. I wouldn't see his name. Not yet.
Have you froze?
No. Sorry, I do apologise. Yeah, I do apologise.
It's all right. It's nothing's been proven yet, but I can't have his name. I can't because it just makes my blood boil. People, it just feel like going mad. And what the club's done, covering it up as well, like not saying anything. They must have known something anyway. Let's stop it there. Not talk about that fucking person. I pray we get Eze. Says Oduku. Oduku, did I say your name right? Oduku. Listen, guys, the new people in the chat, subscribe to the channel if you ain't already. This is an Arsenal channel. We talk Arsenal. We want legends like you subscribing to the channel. It costs you nothing and helps the channel grow. Hashtag allegedly, absolutely. Hammers, Tony. I forgot your name for a minute then. AFC always is going into a little bit of a hater on this stream, saying that everything's a downgrade. I'm only joking. Skelly, don't get me wrong, has done a good job at left back, but does get found out. Skelly is a midfielder. Yeah, he is. He's a midfielder. That's true. But I mean, he's done a great job, bro. And I think this is perfect for the system that is in place at the moment. I don't think we're going to get a left back, bro. I really don't. I think he likes midfielders. Zinchenko's a midfielder. He likes midfielders playing at left back. And Zinchenko plays
attack midfield for Ukraine.
For Ukraine. That's right. Zubimendi ain't better than CP. I'm not sure. I've been watching. I've watched a few games. I've not watched him live properly until the other day. So that argument, I can't rebuttal that argument. Have you seen Zubimendi play a lot of football? AFC always, please tell me. If you have, then I'll take your point on that. But if you haven't, you can't just say he's not better than that other player because he done well for us. He did have his moments, and he was played out.
Was Zubimendi in the squad for Spain when they won the World Cup? I don't think he was he?
Yeah. Marino replaced him. Marino was the one who replaced him. Zubimendi started and Marino replaced him.
Right, yeah.
And that was when they won the World Cup, Spain, yeah?
That was when we was in the final. The last time we was in the final with them and they beat us. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Zubimendi started and Marino replaced him.
Norgard ain't a better footballer than Jorginho, you're saying as well. Well, Norgard stats were, I don't know how many times better than Jorginho's they were, but all these statmen accumulated.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
A lot more football than Jorginho. He was Brentford's captain, and his output was 2 or 3 times better than Jorginho's last season. And I think he's an upgrade. Maybe in their prime, Jorginho was a better player. But for now,
definitely. Jorginho was definitely a better player in the prime.
Yeah, in the prime. Absolutely. I'm not disputing that. But Jorginho, not now. They're probably on par. I wouldn't say that Jorginho was better or Norgard was better than each other. I'll say there was probably a like-for-like exact replacement. And Jorginho went to go back to Brazil. I would have kept Jorginho. I've been happy with that for another year. But Norgard's come in. I'm not bothered. I'm not upset about it. I think, all right, fair enough. He's going to be a bench player, but like Mohamed El Neni was, just Ron Seal player. Does what it says on the tin. Just steps in when needed. Goldie when needed, like you used to play end to end when we was kids. When needed, he steps in. If Zubimendi or Rice gets a knock, Norgard steps in. That's what he's been bought for, AFC always, in my opinion, anyway. I'm just saying. You know,
Yeah.
I think Jorginho would have done a better job than him next season. I think Jorginho would have stayed. He would have done a better job than Norgard this season. You've got to think about it like that as well. You can't always go on the past and how good they was in the past. Do you know what I mean?
He's going for a walk now, look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got injured. I got fluid on my knee, so I got to walk around.
There's 2 ants on the show plus me. Lee, not that hard to forget our names. Oh yeah, of course not. Tony, yeah. Are you Anthony or an Anthony? These are both Anthonys with the H. No,
Tom is without the H. He's an Anthony, not Anthony.
Yeah.
He's what you call when you point to it. You know, he's a Tony hand and the last one.
Anthony. Berto should sign Eze for the better chance of winning the league. Yeah. No hate in mine. Jorginho is an old player. Yeah, well, still, Norgard's 31 or 32. Is he 31? Something like that.
31, I think he is 31.
Jorginho didn't want to stay anyway. AFC always just wants to, you know, I think he remembers Jorginho and thinks Jorginho is. I'm not having a go at you, actually. I'm just saying you're sort of you're going by how good he was beforehand. Norgard had a brilliant season last year. Brentford had a brilliant season. Norgard, Damsgaard, you know, Mbuamu, Wissa. They had a good season last year, all of them, and he was the captain. He got the most recoveries, tackle recoveries in the league. Norgard. People ain't looking into that because we don't. We just do things with our eyes. People like us, the old school, we don't look into stats. I mean, and XGs and BGs and whatever else. Do you know what I mean? We don't look into none of that crap. But people do it. The statisticians do it. And Norgard was up the top midfielders, one of the top midfielders in the Premier League last season. Top.
Do you think that winger, what's his name? The one that went to Man United from Brentford.
Mbuamu.
Yeah. Do you think, I'm not being funny, do you think 72 million was way too much for him? The only reason I'm saying this was because he was in his final year of his contract.
I do think it was a bit too much for him. But when you look at the 2 players that Man United have got put together, just them 2 players put together scored more than the whole Man United team did last season.
Yeah.
So I think to myself, that's what they need. I would have had him at Arsenal, me and Bremo. I would have him at number 10 for us. You know what I mean? I think he was brilliant.
He was. He was, yeah, in all fairness, yeah, I would have took him as well, to be fair. Yeah. But, I mean, he's going United. I don't think he's going to do well at United. I think that's a wrong club for him. Even there, Jorginho is a better. Oh, God, that's my opinion. You're entitled to it, bro. You're entitled to it. But I can't see how. I can't see how what makes you think that. I mean, I don't know. You could be right. I mean, we've all got our own opinions, man. You're entitled to. So, you know, but I disagree with that one, mate. Disagree. Are we going to wrap up, boys? Fuck me. Look how long we've been going. Gosh, this is one of the longest streams on the channel, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the longest one, yeah. I mean, Anne was walking around for an hour and 45 minutes of it, but, you know, we were...
Right. Anyway, thanks to the panel, thanks to the chat. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Don't forget to stick a like on the video. AFC always bless you. Hammers Football TV. If you're a West Ham, football fan in general, go and have a look at his channel. He's a West Ham fan. Hold up a minute. Let's just read this comment out. Everybody else in the chat, I'm going to say as well, thank you very much for participating. We're going to just read AFC's comment out, and then we're going to say goodbye till next week. Have you seen Gyokeres' interview on GNRZ TV. Reacts to officially joining Arsenal. Not once did he mention Arteta. It was Berta. Also, Gyokeres said he wanted Benjamin
true.
Sesko.
That's true.
Oh,
He
Arteta wanted.
didn't mention
He-
Arteta. Basically, what it is, he had the interview and he was chatting to him, and Gyokeres kept bringing up Berta, and not once did he mention Mikel Arteta. He didn't even mention his name at all.
Well, see, I didn't see that. I didn't see the interview.
No,
To be
it's
fair.
true. It's true. Honestly, it's true.
What was the song? Someone done the melody of a song. Was singing it. It was Lawrence. He sent it to me on thingy. He was like the melody was going on up to the spirit in the sky, but it was a Gyokeres song that a
It was a
chant.
Gyokeres. Yeah, he sent me the same one.
Yeah.
I can't think what it is. I can't think what the words are now. But anyway, that's apparently going to be the chant. So we can't wait for that to happen. Yeah. Anyway, good night. God bless. See everyone next week. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.